Attention passionate Buffalo, BILLSFANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLSFANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if there's one thing that gets Bills fans buzzing, it's when rumors of a game-changing trade start circulating. And right now, the buzz is all about a potential blockbuster move involving Quinnen Williams, and it's got us all on the edge of our seats. Word is, the Bills are deep into negotiations to acquire Quinnen Williams from the Dallas Cowboys, and the details are pretty eye-opening. According to sources, the Bills are offering a first-round pick in the 2026 draft, plus a third-round pick in 2027 to bring the interior disruptor to Buffalo. A move that could seriously reshape our defense and give us that much-needed boost in stopping the run and pressuring the quarterback. This potential deal comes after some inconsistent performances from Ed Oliver this season. For a team that prides itself on a tough, relentless defense, Oliver's struggles have been noticeable, especially in a division where running the ball effectively is a constant threat. The Bills' run defense has been solid, allowing just 112 yards per game, ranking 10th in the league. But they're clearly looking to elevate that even further, and adding a player like Williams could be the upgrade they need. Williams, who's been a force for the Jets and now the Cowboys, is a monster at the line of scrimmage. He's a guy who's capable of stopping the run in his tracks and getting after the quarterback with relentless pressure. Let's talk numbers because they tell a compelling story. In 2025, Williams played 17 games, racking up 68 tackles, 10-5 sacks, and 45 pressures. That's the kind of production that makes opposing offenses think twice. His PFF grade for that season was an impressive 92.2, which puts him among the elite interior defensive linemen in the league. His win rate at the line of scrimmage stood at 29%, and his EPA per sack was 57, meaning he's a game wrecker who can swing the momentum in Buffalo's favor. He's double-teamed around 41% of the time, which speaks volumes about his impact when he's on the field. Now, Williams isn't just a one-season wonder. Over his career, he's amassed 282 tackles and 5 sacks with a career PFF grade of 91.9. Injuries have been rare for him, mostly just a shoulder injury in Week 7 against the Eagles, which sidelined him for a game. But generally, he's been remarkably durable, a critical trait for a team like the Bills that relies heavily on consistent production from its front line. In Week 1 this season, Williams already made a statement with 2 sacks and 4 tackles for loss against the Giants, showing that he can impact the game right from the start. Deep dive into Buffalo Bills' defensive identity and future outlook. The Buffalo Bills, since their emergence as a legitimate Super Bowl contender in recent years, have built a reputation around a balanced, aggressive defense that can pressure the quarterback and stuff the run. Under head coach Sean McDermott, the Bills have emphasized smart, disciplined football, which has translated into consistent playoff appearances. Their journey to the AFC Championship game in 2020 and 2021, where they were narrowly edged out by the Kansas City Chiefs, highlighted their potential, but also exposed some gaps in their roster, especially on the defensive interior. Historically, the Bills' defense has been anchored by players like Kyle Williams, who was a cornerstone of the team's interior line for years, and more recently, Ed Oliver, a first-round pick in the 2019 draft, who has shown flashes of dominance but struggled with consistency. Oliver, a former Alabama standout, possesses the quickness and power to disrupt plays, but injuries and double teams have hampered his ability to become a dominant force season after season. Introducing Quinnen Williams into the mix could be transformative. Williams, at 6'3", 303 pounds, is known for his explosive first step, exceptional strength, and relentless motor. His ability to collapse the pocket from the interior makes him one of the league's most feared disruptors. His impact on the Bills' defense would likely be immediate, elevating the entire front seven's performance. Detailed player profile. Quinnen Williams Williams was drafted by the New York Jets in 2019 with the 3rd overall pick, a selection that came with high expectations. His rookie season was promising. He finished with 28 tackles and 5 sacks in 13 games, but it was in subsequent years that he truly blossomed into an elite interior lineman. His 2021 season was a breakout, posting 12 sacks, which led all interior defensive linemen that year and earned him a Pro Bowl selection. The following year, he continued his dominance, earning All-Pro honors and solidifying his reputation as one of the top players at his position. His versatility allows him to line up in multiple gaps, and he excels in both gap control and penetrating the backfield. His quick hands and powerful swim moves enable him to shed blockers and win one-on-one battles consistently. His football IQ and instincts are above average, and he's adept at diagnosing plays early, allowing him to position himself for maximum impact. In terms of advanced metrics, Williams consistently ranks among the top defensive tackles in EPA, expected points added, per play, pressure rate, and win percentage at the line of scrimmage. His 2025 season saw him produce 68 tackles and 10 sacks, numbers that speak volumes about his ability to be a game wrecker. His PFF grade of 92.2 indicates elite performance, and his win rate at the line of scrimmage of nearly 29% shows that he wins his battles more often than not. Strategic fit for the Bills * pairing Williams with Ed Oliver, who has already amassed 7 sacks this season, could give Buffalo a formidable inside duo. Their combined pressure rate and sack production could rival that of the league's best defenses. When both are on the field, offenses would have to double-team and account for both players, opening up opportunities for edge rushers like Von Miller, who, at age 35, is still a ferocious pass rusher, and Gregory Rouse, who has demonstrated significant upside. The Bills have also invested heavily in their secondary, with Tre'Davious White returning to full health, along with the emergence of young safeties like Jordan Poyer and Micah Hyde. Strengthening the interior line with Williams would complement this secondary, creating a total team defense capable of shutting down both the run and the pass. Impacts on the game and division, the AFC East has become arguably the most competitive division in football, with the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots all fielding rosters capable of making playoff runs. The Dolphins, with their high-octane offense led by Tua Tagovailoa and explosive receivers like Tyreek Hill, pose a constant threat. The Jets, with a formidable defense and a young quarterback in Zach Wilson, are looking to climb the ranks. The Patriots, under Bill Belichick, are always a threat with their disciplined approach and a defense that routinely ranks among the league's best. Adding Quinnen Williams would give Buffalo a significant edge, enabling them to dominate the trenches and control the game tempo. It would also serve as a statement to their division rivals that the Bills are willing to do whatever it takes to reclaim supremacy. A dominant interior line would allow Buffalo to better contain mobile quarterbacks like Tua and Zach Wilson, who rely on outside pressure to extend plays. Expectations for the future * should this trade materialize, the Bills' outlook for the rest of the season and beyond would be markedly improved. They would have a defense capable of contending with the best in the league, especially in playoff scenarios where interior pressure and run-stopping prowess are crucial. The addition of Williams could accelerate their championship window, especially as players like Josh Allen continue to develop and the team refines its roster. From a cap perspective, Buffalo will need to manage Williams' sizable contract, which could be around $28 million annually. However, given the importance of interior disruption, the Bills might be willing to endure short-term cap hits for long-term gains. The front office's willingness to push the envelope indicates a clear determination to maximize their championship chances. Deeper analytical insights looking at the broader picture, the Bills' defensive strategy has historically revolved around aggressive pass rushes and disciplined coverage. The addition of a player like Williams would provide a new dimension, an interior presence capable of collapsing the pocket from the inside, forcing quarterbacks into uncomfortable throws and hurried decisions. This would amplify the effectiveness of edge rushers, who could then focus on one-on-one matchups rather than being chipped or double-teamed. The ripple effect on third-down conversions and turnovers would likely be significant. With increased interior pressure, quarterbacks would be forced into quicker throws, increasing the chance of incompletions and interceptions. The Bills have already been among the league leaders in takeaways, but this move could push them even further into elite territory. Player development and leadership. Williams' presence would also influence the development of younger players on the roster. Gregory Rouse, a promising young edge rusher, could benefit from the attention Williams draws, potentially elevating his game. Additionally, players like Daquan Jones and Tim Settle, who provide depth along the line, would have more opportunities to thrive in a more disruptive environment. On a leadership level, Williams' professional approach and proven track record of performance would set a standard in the locker room. His work ethic and focus would be contagious, inspiring the team to elevate their play in key moments, especially during playoff runs. Historical context and comparisons historically, dominant interior defensive linemen have been game changers for championship teams. Think of Aaron Donald in Los Angeles, Ndamukong Suh with Tampa Bay, or even Vince Wilfork with the Patriots. These players anchored defenses that could suffocate opponents and create chaos for offenses. Williams, in many ways, fits into this mold: explosive, disruptive, and consistently elite. The Bills' pursuit of Williams could mirror past successful strategies where acquiring a top-tier interior lineman shifted the entire defensive outlook. It's a move that signals serious intent, a desire to emulate those legendary defenses that have won Super Bowls. Final considerations and fan engagement, of course. All these details lead to one burning question: will the Cowboys pull the trigger? They are in a rebuild, and losing someone of Williams' caliber would be a significant blow, but the potential draft capital and cap relief could be enticing. Conversely, for the Bills, this move could be a defining moment, signaling their commitment to championship contention. Buffalo fans, what's your take? Do you believe the Bills should go all in on Quinnen Williams? Would you be excited to see him in the blue and red, transforming our defense into an indomitable fortress? Or do you think the cost is too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know how you feel about this potential blockbuster. Looking ahead, if this trade happens, the implications extend beyond just this season. It would set a tone for future drafts and free agent signings, emphasizing the importance of interior disruption. The Bills would be building a defense that rivals the best in NFL history, aiming not just for playoff appearances, but for sustained dominance. In conclusion, the Buffalo Bills stand at a pivotal crossroads. The potential acquisition of Quinnen Williams could be that one move that elevates them from good to great, from playoff contenders to Super Bowl champions. With a talented roster led by Josh Allen, Stefon Diggs, and now a potentially formidable defensive line, the future looks incredibly promising. The AFC East is about to get even more competitive, and the Bills are poised to be at the forefront. Stay tuned, Bills fans. The coming weeks could be the most exciting in franchise history. Get ready for a roller coaster ride of negotiations, strategic moves, and hopefully a new face in the Bills' defensive front, Quinnen Williams. This is more than just a trade, it's a statement of intent. Let's see how this story unfolds. Character count 10-4.